Welcome back to Coloring Through the Bible. My name is Keegan Harkins, and today we're going to be taking a look at Genesis 26. Now, this is the story of Isaac escaping a famine and seeking help from the king of the Philistines, Abimelech. And it's another great example of how God provides for us even through our storms. Sometimes He doesn't take us out of a bad situation, but He provides a way for us to flourish even though we're going through rough times. And this is what He did for Isaac and Rebekah. But there's also a verse in here, it's verse 7, that stands out to me and really speaks to me today. It's where Isaac copies his father's paranoia over his wife's beauty. We're told here that Isaac tells everyone that Rebekah, his wife, is really his sister. And of course, this lie is discovered and he has to come clean, much the same way as his father had to do before him. So my question for us today is, when we think that no one is looking, are we molding the personalities of people we don't even see? None of us are ever truly alone, and what we say and do affects the people we come in contact with, and especially our children, as we see with Isaac and his father Abraham. They learn from us, they copy us. But even if you don't have children, there are people in our lives that are always watching us. And every act of courage and faith gives them the strength to carry on when maybe they're wavering. But our acts of cowardliness just may make them think twice before they step out in faith. Our lives leave a legacy to those who come after us, good or bad. Abraham left his son a powerful legacy of faithful obedience. And Isaac carried on that legacy throughout his life, but he also carried on his father's legacy of insecurity. You know, if you remember in Genesis 20, we were told about when Abraham was afraid that Sarah was too beautiful, so he told the king that she was his sister, and the king married her, and it became this big mess, and he gave her back and said, "Why did you lie to me?" And this is exactly what we see his son Isaac doing. He looked at his wife Rebekah and said, "You're too beautiful, so I'm going to tell everybody you're my sister." Then the king looks out the window and says, "Hey, I don't know, but where I come from, you don't do that with your sister," because he saw them having a romantic moment. And it just kind of led to all of these problems because Isaac copied the legacy his father had left him. He copied the example. Now, Abraham wasn't thinking, "I'm going to train my son that this is what you do," but he saw it in his life. He heard the stories. He learned from his father's example. And we see that Isaac was a chip off the old block. So the question for us is, what is the shape of the chips that fall off of us? If we're molding the lives of the people around us, are we molding them and encouraging them to follow in faithful obedience or to walk in fear and rebellion? Let's let the knowledge that someone is watching us give us the courage to follow and remain steadfast in our faith, because we all leave a legacy. So what will yours be? I hope you've been encouraged today to walk a life that encourages others to follow and leads to Christ. Have a wonderful and blessed day, and I will see you back here tomorrow.